God damn it, I need to do all of this? God bless America. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
And now your audio is starting to bleed through there, Goon.
I apologize.
It's alright. It's alright. Everybody's alright. Aware that I can withdraw my consent at any time with the future effects, and we're going to continue. Email is already in use, so let's cancel this. Let's continue. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh, it worked. Fucking let's go. Continue. Play Anna. Oh. Hang on. That is very loud. I would like to turn it down a little bit. Let's open Volume Mixer and do that, and then let's go ahead and start it up. Oh, fuck. Well, it just immediately fucking goes. Now, doesn't it? I am doing terribly right now. Property. What is this? Go. Hey, it just instantly fucking works. Open diary, crouch, diary. Fucking turn that down some more. There we go. Oh, okay. Let's get spoopified. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, or not. That's fine. I love when a game crashes. Oh. Can I alt tab while I do it? No, it'll freeze. So hold on, let me just move around a few things. God, this is like a weird Unity Engine game that doesn't work properly. It's almost staggering.
Almost.
I mean, almost being. I mean, it's still playable. It's all. If it was staggering, it would have been that one Unity Engine game where the mouse wasn't able to stay inside the fucking game. Or fucking Dinosaur Hunt. Yeah, fuck you. I hope that I have forgotten you forever and ever. Oh! Love games that allow you to do shit like this. And also the game. Okay, cool. The game allows it to keep in. There we go. Options. Mouse speed. Turn that shit way down. There we go. That's much better. I don't remember this game too much. I remember that I had to pick these up. Oh, I've already got one. Is that my fucking health bar? Maple leaf. Here, okay. And then I think I have a canteen. Let's just go. Cool. I'm figuring this shit out. I think. One branch. I don't know. I think that's my health bar. I don't know. I got a knife. Can I cut this? Can I make it happen? No, I can't make it work. I can't make the magic happen. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Nope, okay. Well, hang on. Let me hit I, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to cut the string. Little string. Done. I cut it. I'll bring it with me. Can I use a knife on that? No, I can't use a knife on that. Can I use myself on it? No, I can't use myself. So I need another item. Move and take it with. It's a bit of a problem.
Oh, excuse me.
Scared the shit out of me.
Sorry.
Let's see here.
Did that boy just pull a sledgehammer out of his pocket?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the land of Yakuza.
You're welcome to Yakuza.
Well, I
Get
got
your
a sledgehammer in
shit
my
out.
pocket.
How the hell? Oh, jeez. I just didn't expect it to be such a casual thing.
It's a pretty casual thing in the Yakuza Yum Yum world.
I saw him reaching for his back pocket. I was like, oh, he's got a knife. Sledgehammer. I'm sorry.
I did not mean to impose.
I quit.
You may walk away a victoire.
That was funny. I was not ready for that. This game still manages to surprise me.
These puzzles aren't exactly easy to allocate my mind to, if I remember correctly, because it took me like an hour to get into the fucking home.
Which one are you playing now?
Anna.
Did you ever play, what was it? Ether?
The walking simulator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that one too much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. We all, everybody's going to the Rapture. That was a pretty good walking simulator.
Oh,
That had
that
good
was
story,
good.
but like,
I wish
I don't think it was worth the $25 price tag. I'm glad I got it for like $2, but still.
I got it free with PlayStation Plus.
Oh, that's right. It was, yeah. Soon after, I realized that one. So let's see here. We have a door with an eye above it that's cracked. Can't move the crack. Got a cracked thing behind this door over here. Can't figure out how to crack door.
Oh
Pebble?
lord, this is making me
No.
think of our what was that game called we played together that was a co-op puzzle game?
Oh, it's a branch that you need to do that. Oh. We were here.
We were here. I actually can't remember.
Yeah, we were here and we were here too. I preferred we are here too because it was actually really nice and it loaded better and
Yeah, it still had issues, but it was better.
piece of the gear goes right there. No mechanism. No, I need another half of the gear, I guess. So where the fuck is the other half of the gear? Is it in the tree?
Man, this game makes me hungry.
Oh, because of its good-looking food.
Yeah.
It has what I like to call the Miyazaki food.
Oh?
Hello.
Alright, you roboted out.
Oh, I said it's got Miyazaki food.
Oh, who's the guy that directed Spirited Away and all that?
Miyazaki.
Oh, it was him? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
I don't know where the second piece of this goddamn thing is. There's something inside. Well, that's probably where the other thing is, so I guess I'll just use... Ah, okay. Got it. This with this. Hook them up. So I need to use the string on it. And then this, and then prepared gear in the mechanism, and then I use the mechanism. Alright, we in. I remember I don't like this game. Spooky. Oh, hey, you actually have a flashlight this time. That made me jump. I don't like this. I don't like it. Hope you don't like. Okay, or the game's gonna crash. It's like something, no.
Holy crap!
Let me take a look at this.
That's good XP.
Well, that game can go fuck itself then. Oh, at least that
Crash on you again?
fucking huh?
Crash on you again?
It crashed on me twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's switch games.
Lots of blanks. Lots of blanks in that one.
Lots of blanks. So properties, switch over to Tesla effect, and go. Oh shit! It's not perfectly fit. No, no, please. Properties. How do I make it fit perfectly? Fit to screen. Haha! I figured it out. Nobody yell at me in the chat. Free. Oh god, did this one crash too? This stream is going so perfectly. I love it. It's almost like I anticipated everything to just shit itself.
Well, maybe you the secret did it.
Who?
You. I think you know it's gonna fail. Maybe that's why it's failing.
I'm not. I didn't know it was gonna. I wanted it to succeed. That's why I picked out 4 good games. Well, Anna was the wild card out of this. I'm glad I started off with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna force restart this game. Right click, close window. Okay, I'm just gonna force restart it. Force restart it. Back in it. Atlas. I need. All right, I picked it up. Cool. Now, Tex Murphy is one of my old favorite types of games from the early 90s. And they just did one in 2014. That's what this one is. And, you know, I'll just go casual eventually. So, with this game, it's got all the OG actors that were a part of this game.
Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy.
Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy.
The
But
music's
now
nice.
is not the time for you to be here. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided.
Oh, and here's their little thank you to all the backers on Kickstarter.
Yes, listen to my baseball band.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. My office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. Not exactly great for business, but it holds a strange attraction for me. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore. These
Wow, the
days,
music is
I'm
really
known for
good.
being a man who gets things done, no matter what the cost. You got a job that pays? I'll do it. No questions asked. can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe I was drawn to the romance, adventure, and independence it offered. Or maybe because I believed in its code of honor. That a man can remain untarnished as others sink into a cesspool of lies, corruption, and greed. A man better than the world around him.
Is this Nick Valentine?
Yeah, I know, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Valentine was based off of Tex Murphy. Because Tex Murphy dates back to '89.
But even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. The world has a way of beating you into submission. Circumstances change. The guilty aren't always punished. Temptations become obsessions, and love can be violently taken, leaving you empty and hollow. Each day, innocence fades, and your character weakens. And that's not all at once, but a piece at a time until you can't be put back together again. You finally realize the only way to get ahead in this world is to make sure you're on the winning side, and then do anything you can to stay alive. So reflective tonight. Maybe I finally crossed the Rubicon, but that's not true either. I passed that sign miles back and didn't even pause to take a picture. Maybe I just feel extra guilty tonight for what I'm about to do. There was a time when I would have never agreed to do something this despicable. I can't explain why I do this. Maybe Judas would understand.
Mysterious cat.
Ooh.
And dance instructor? What? Wait, what?
There's a lot of inside jokes.
I don't care. Drag him into the speeder.
There's a lot of inside jokes.
Look! The top window. I think we got him. Let's get out of here.
Alright guys, I'm gonna head to bed anyway.
Have a good night, man.
Right on.
Okay.
Hey, you! Over here! Finally! What was all that commotion outside anyway? Howza, you really got a hit on the head. Remember me? Your old pal Huck? Seriously, you look clueless.
Who or what are you?
Geez, how hard did you hit your head? Well, let me reintroduce myself. I'm your Smart Alex, your personal assistant, version 1.5, fashioned 3 years ago in a factory with truly horrible working conditions you don't want to know. I'm your trusty, tech-savvy sidekick, whose primary functions include travel agent, inventory tracking and analysis, investigative advice, case notes, and I'm also a confidant and a best buddy, you gigantic oaf. Remember?
Not really.
Would you like a tutorial on my usage?
Nope. Because it's really straightforward. It's just maintenance and management.
You have a fax.
So it's a full 3D render.
What on earth is this amount of cash doing in my office? If someone was trying to hire me to do something, probably wasn't legal. I better put this away until I know exactly why it's here.
You have a fax.
Oh boy, a fax.
Oh boy, fax.
It's a note from my old friend Archie Ellis. Apparently he's out of town doing some research. When he returns, I'll need to ask him about the case we're working on.
UFO research, also checking out a Bigfoot sighting, but I can't read. I can't read what it says. Oh well. Whatever.
Well, it's another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Key Lime Largo. I'll put this in my comic book rack.
That's the collectibles of this game that you need to put. I think in here. Where's his rack?
Oh, I had this door permanently sealed as it opened directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me. The door to my back storage room is locked. That's strange.
Oh, okay, that's what I need to unlock then to get to the...
The cabinet footrest. Picked it up at a government warehouse sale years back, but I've never had the nerve to open it all the way. I certainly don't remember this piece of furniture. Looks like a genuine antique instead of something I normally get at a white elephant sale. Yeah, I remember years ago, I was finishing up the latest Mike and Ike Candy Kids adventure, and I realized I devoured several chapters and it wasn't agreeing with me. I could feel my stomach churning like a volcano, and I realized I wasn't gonna make it to the bathroom.
Oh, what? I'll get you, Murphy, if it is the last thing I do.
Yeah, it's kind of been a sore spot in our relationship ever since.
Thanks, Murph. Let me see if something is...
Wait, was it a Mike and I
Yes.
place? Oh.
Yes. Let's turn that on. Let's do... That's fine. Those are fine. VSync, of course, I want to turn on, but... Let's turn down audio a little bit. Yeah, let's see, boys. Turn down effects. Let's do music. Let's have it be background ambiance. This about there. Oh, whoa. Oh, it had to reset for that. Okay. That's much smoother. Now things aren't breaking all over the place.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
You know how you have Golurks, right? The golem-y looking thing?
Mm-hmm.
Blue's
Where'd
always
you get it?
useful.
Hmm? Wait, what?
One second.
Okay, doke.
This looks interesting. Probably a book on how to map out fun spots to visit inside your brain. It's one of my business cards, but it looks different. When did I change these? An article on the Russian White Movement. Am I truly so bored I'm reading Russian history? Ah, The Big Finnish Detective by your Aaron Connors. Finns make the best detectives.
Inside joke. Aaron Connors is the one who wrote Tex Murphy.
Mike Hammer books are great, but I prefer stories about his crazy nephews, Mike and Ike Hammer. I try to collect all their candy comics. It's my Gene Autry fake book. Whenever I'm feeling low, I can sing the songs of my hero.
Maltese Falcon?
Maltese Falcon? I don't remember picking up this little souvenir. How long was I knocked out? Oh, man. My Richie Havens signature guitar signature disappeared. That'll teach me to get an autograph with a dry erase marker. Oh, man, this record's broken in two. Sometimes, I wish I had a talking gumball machine as my wacky sidekick. Well, I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. Who would have done this? And why? These are the
I feel like
fedoras
that's
I've
an inside
collected
joke,
over the
too.
years, and I take great care of them. Hey, one of these has a hole in it. How did that happen?
I believe he got that whole...
Old
Under
trusty
Killing Moon.
sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam! Bam! And you! Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
So that was the beginning of Under a Killing Moon.
Wow.
Ah, the Colonel. He was my first real mentor in the PI business, and here he is giving me a helpful tip.
What was it? Pandora.
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them.
I always get the chill of fear down my spine whenever I think of him. Archie Ellis wrote a book? I bet this sells for pennies on eBay.
Oof.
I don't remember my office furniture being so nice. What happened?
I do not know.
My indispensable water cooler still doesn't have paper cups. Well, this happened on my first case. I was in the shootout of my life at the warehouse district.
This one would be... I don't remember what the first one was. The one in '89.
I took a bullet, and while I was recovering, I swore I was always going to use my brains before brawn.
I don't remember what the fuck that one was. And I think that's everything except for like the dance instructor part. I don't want to do that yet.
I sure don't remember how these When things get slow in the detective business, I've always been able to fall back on my skills as a dance instructor. When things get slow in the detective business, when things get slow in the detective. My friend Louis runs the Brew and Stew, and this is his personal brand of coffee. I gotta say, it packs a wallop.
Well, time to go get my run it. Oop.
So it wasn't a horrible dream. There are gun shell casings in a shot-out window above the electronics shop. I know I'm involved, but how? I should investigate the area and then find out if anybody else heard the commotion.
Let's go do that. But first, I'm gonna go see my old friend. Oh.
Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsea.
We could do that, but which way is the food? The food place.
Ah, looks like Louis at the Brew and Stew is preparing to open up shop. You should go talk to him. Maybe he heard something.
I'm here to see my pal Louis, but I see a pretty brunette at the counter. I have the feeling she recognizes me, but I have no idea who she is.
And FMV. Cool.
Well, hello, stranger.
Is Louis here?
He's in the back, getting ready to open. You're up awfully early. Want some coffee?
Sure. I like it like my heart.
Black?
Oh, man. You ruined my joke.
Is that blood? Ow! Oh, hush. Been out picking fights again?
Maybe I should go find Louis.
You shouldn't go drinking without me. Next time, call me and we'll get sloshed together. Oh, geez, I'm late. I got a new extension at work. I'll send it to your smart Alex. Please, go see Dr. Donahue at the North Hill Clinic. Call me after and tell me what she says about that noggin of yours. See you, Uncle Louis.
See you, Taylor.
Mr. Murphy, what are you doing here?
Mr. Murphy? Come on, Louis. What happened to Moith?
Is there something I can do for you? Because if not, you got stuff to do in the back.
Why are you acting mad at me?
You know why. You drunk again? I told you. You ain't allowed in here. You've been drinking.
I had a few drinks last night at the Golden Pagoda, but I wasn't drunk.
What happened to your head?
I don't know. I woke up on the fire escape. I go into my apartment and everything is different. The street, Chelsea's newsstand, you. Everything is completely different. I mean, I don't know whether I'm tripping here or having a bad dream or something.
What's the last thing you remember before you woke up?
I don't know, but something with Chelsea.
Chelsea? What day do you think it is? No, hold on. What year do you think it is?
What year? Are you serious? It's 2043.
Oh, jeez. Look at that calendar. Over there? On the fridge?
2050. What the hell's going on here? Last night, Chelsea and I went to the Golden Pagoda.
I think the wording was very, very attractive.
Oh, no!
What? It's me.
Look, somebody has stolen our car. I mean, here I am, my speeder's stolen out here. I'm sitting on a great... Ah!
Oi! Would you guys like a lift to the cop shop?
No, we'll walk.
He's really just trying to do us a favor.
Chelsea, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. It's like some sort of deja vu.
The Fabergé World Tour 44, the most exotic and exquisite exhibit of the day.
Who's your mate?
Oh, that's Tex. He's having a very bad day.
That true, Tex?
Oh, no. Everything's just going peachy.
Well, things could get worse, huh?
What the hell is this
He
bit?
shot both of us.
It was in another game.
There's nothing.
Quiet couple argument simulator.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Mike. It wasn't last night. It was 7 years ago.
What the hell is that?
Looks like you got injected with something. Maybe that's what's messing with your head. Or maybe it's that goose egg. Either way, buddy, you gotta see a doctor.
What about Chelsea? Where is she? I mean, is she okay?
You said to never say nothing about her. Never again.
You heard those gunshots? I also heard somebody got abducted, just like Chelsea and I were. Me losing my memory, that's just too much of a coincidence. I better go check them out.
I called the cops already. You want to find something? You better get a move on before they get here.
Easy peasy.
So, what about this woman, Taylor? I mean, she seems to know me pretty well.
That ain't none of my business, Mike. I never thought you was the right guy for her. But two adults can do what they want to do. Well, if you really need to see a doctor, you can't be driving in this condition. Tell you what, I'll call you a cab. I'll have them wait till you're ready to go.
Very, very nice person. But first, I need to ask about some things, like me.
It sure is good to have the old mice back.
This was Tex Murphy.
I don't want to get all mushy, but I missed you, Mike. We don't get too much of that stuff around here anymore. Cops have been good about cleaning things up. I got no idea who would have been doing the shooting or getting taken. Clint's done a real nice job.
I mean, I understand this kind of genre, but I've always found playing it like this so jarring.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta... Okay. It's... What is it called? Persona emplacement, where you have a character, one main character, and you're looking through that eyes of that person.
You know, I love Chelsea like she was my own daughter. I still miss her, even after all this time.
Alright, ladder.
I don't got a ladder.
This makes me like,
You might want
man,
to
I'm
check
excited
the
for
Golden Gate
Cyberpunk
Hotel.
2077.
They've been doing a bunch of
Someone tells me they're
renovations.
gonna have a lot of talkie-talkie, try and passive route it type things.
I like that Archie fella. Real friendly. Don't always understand what he's talking about, but hey, different strokes for different
Yeah,
folks,
probably.
right?
I can see that. But they're probably. I mean, I don't know. Their Project Red is very popular with you can talk your way out or you can fight your way out. A lot better than Fallout or Bethesda
Fresh
does it.
blood here on Chandler
And
Avenue.
Bethesda, it's like I have high charisma, so you automatically agree with what I
do a
say.
lot of shopping at,
Whoa
but,
there, big guy.
Some folks seem to like it fine.
I like the whole idea of staring at someone who's shooting at you. Hold on, and then you go, okay, I quit.
I
But
forget.
meanwhile, in Project
You
Red
don't
Size, it's
remember
like
nothing
here's a
about Taylor.
actually good argument as to why
She
you should
works
not
with
attack
the
me,
big
and why I'll
city
help you and you help me.
Does a lot of investigations.
Yeah, all right, you know what?
and
Fine.
she's
But
a
if you fuck it up, I'm still gonna kill you.
Sweet,
It's like fair.
smart, funny. Yeah, I wasn't too happy that you and her was spending time together, but maybe she was seeing through all that tough guy stuff. She's good that way.
And I'm not too happy looking at this guy
I
anymore.
wish I could
And his
tell you
fake ass
everything you
teeth.
can't remember.
Well,
in fact, those are hillbilly
but
teeth
I
you can
don't
buy from
know.
Dollar General.
Yeah,
You and
but
Chelsea went missing,
okay,
and then you
this is
showed
all
up
effects
out of
from like
nowhere a few
'92
weeks later.
that are
Couple of days
lightly
after,
brushed up to
you was gone
2014.
again.
So
I only saw
they
you a
kept
few
it somewhat
times after
authentic,
that.
but used like
Couple of
updated
years went
cameras and
by,
all that.
and then you came back.
But they
and
kept everything the same.
something bad had happened to you.
I would eat at a place called
I don't
Burns
know
too.
what, but it made you hard and mean, and you just got worse. Got to where I didn't even want you around anymore.
Okay, and then last one.
No, me? I'm just the same as always. Just a little less of me than I used to be.
Okay.
I can't go to the North Hill Clinic. Not now. I need to investigate the crime scene to find out what happened before the police arrive.
That's a little sad.
What?
Just a little less of me than it used to be.
Well, he's a mutant.
Yeah, I see that.
Rusty's
Is it a
fine.
disease in this game, or is it like a?
Yeah, we're just in the slums of New San Francisco.
You know what this weirdly makes me think of in a weird way?
Go on.
Vampire Masquerade Bloodline.
I remember that one. And I can see it. The only downside is this one doesn't have the cheesy fucking ragdoll physics.
Yeah, I can see that. It just gives me that scenery vibe.
Now that's a handsome...
Granted, Bloodlines was not a very good game either. It was a good game, but if you really take your rose glasses off, it's not that great of a game.
It's not that great a game.
Maldonado, the Undercover Man.
Now that's a handsome devil. Wait a minute. A rival PI. Oh man, how did this happen? It's
No
locked.
deed too dirty, no
Won't be
job
able to
unworthy,
enter
and
without
always dirt
proper
cheap.
Identification.
Dirty deeds and the done dirt cheap.
So, there's a couple clues I believe back here.
These
for
dumpsters
later.
have housed various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent.
There's a Mike and Ike Hammer comic, the edible comic.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Citizen Candy Cane.
They of course got
It's an
little
electronic shop now, but it once was a boarding house for some of San Francisco's most notorious
I like
smugglers
Mike and Ike's
petty
actually.
criminals.
I don't mind them. No, yeah.
I love their
Mike
fucking
and Ike
sour
Hammer.
line. God damn, that shit's
Candy
good.
Cane Confidential.
Where's he shooting from? Look, the top window. He shut out our headlight.
I remember speeder headlights coming down the alleyway.
Oh, I thought that was a gun.
It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on.
You are correct.
He's injected himself.
I don't care. Drag him into the speeder.
I think someone was getting abducted.
Nikola Tesla.
Where is he? He's up at the window.
I think we got him.
Someone was shooting from the top of the electronics shop. This photo was taken from the top floor of the electronics shop. Who's over there?
I hear
spying
pistol
on
shots,
me?
but I see shotgun shells.
Well, okay. This is made by like 12 people, and most of them are just actors. So don't be too critical, please.
Lead pipes are always magically drawn to my skull.
I think this is
like
one of my
moths
favorite
to the
scenes.
flame.
Is he gonna play it? Oh, please play it. Yes!
Shit! Get into the DeLorean!
And then that. Just wait. Like.
I'm sorry, Agent Smith?
Yeah, he was a shapeshifter that committed 3 crimes at the same time.
Oh.
No, 2 crimes at the same time, and took the identity of another person while another crime was being committed.
That's an empty vial.
Yeah, it's a very high impact game. I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on Be Right Back. I'll be right back, everybody. Give me about 2 seconds. Yes. Alright, so sorry about the wait, everybody.
Reba.
Yes, thank you. And live scene, and back in the game. Showcase. Oh, I love it. Everything's working. So, currently, we are waking up. We're doing good. We're snapping things together. We've been asleep for 7 years since the end of Pandora Memoriam? Whatever the last Tex Murphy case was. And between that and everything else, so I guess the only thing to do is enter the Ritz Hotel.
Heck, Malden. That buffoon always got credit for cases I solved.
You have a donation box, but you can't donate.
Cause it requires a certain number of things. It requires putting together things that I don't have yet because I need a certain number of followers. Like subscribes. Subscribbles.
If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it and talk to the clerk.
But I don't have a bell, so I cannot ring it.
Problem with vid phones is you can't call anyone from the bathroom anymore. Well, you shouldn't.
That's another thing that I think you'd like about Tex Murphy, Goon. He just got these little tiny snippets about everything.
Some pretty intense staring contests have been held right here. It's best not to sit on these couches, but if you do,
Oh, so
better
you
be
can't
wearing
even-
a hazmat suit.
Brain fart. Sorry. You can't even cheer or bits, anything.
I believe you can cheer. I just haven't. That one I just straight out haven't set up. Let me see. Oh, whoops. That's this. Yeah, that one I just haven't set up yet. I'll tab real quick. This. I'll set it up. I'll set it up later. Because I don't... Damn it, Goon. Why I gotta mention this shit now?
Because might as well fix it now rather than later.
You're right. Deep. I think I actually have to do it through the browser. Let's go ahead and put this on BRB. There we go.
Excuse me.
Hello. I am a part of the power of which you cannot consume. Brap. Let's see here. Dashboard. Dashboard. Can I dashboard? I can dashboard. Three viewers, thingy, auto hosting. Add this for a stream marker, which I could do later. Clips, collections, video producer, stream summary, channel, streaming tools, activity events, achievements, extensions, live. Where do I go to activate? Oh, here we go. Settings, channel, stream key, host rates, drops, moderation. Nothing having to do with that. Permissions, nothing about that. Moderation, I ain't worried about that. So where do I go to do bit setting up?
I have no idea.
Yeah, either.
Oh, I believe you have to be a partner or affiliate, just like everything else.
Oh, so everything requires partners. So I need to get them follows up.
Cheering is now available to all channels, so all Twitch partners and affiliates, regardless of where they live, can enable cheering on their channel.
All right, so I have a path to partner then. So I have to stream for at least 25 hours a week, stream for 12 days out of the month, and have an average of 75 viewers over under to become a part of the partner program. So I just gotta keep streaming, get some big numbers, get some big number boys. So back to the live scene. This. Uh-oh, did the game crash? No, it didn't. Cool. All right. So back to the game.
Time to get a new clock.
Wow, that's very poorly textured.
Some pretty intense staring contests have been held right here.
Let's go and open up the back door with my mind.
Well, this is a flashy new neighbor. Sapphire, eh? That sounds like a fun new neighbor.
It does sound like a fun new neighbor. Door stuck. Okay. Door stuck.
Nothing much happening out here.
So I remember I did half of it.
Needs a key. People who stay here at the Ritz don't want to be found. Needs a key. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Needs a key. People who stay here at the Ritz don't want to be found.
And this is Tex's painted on room door that doesn't open. I wish he had a comment about that, but
that's Chandler Avenue, the street I call home.
Yeah, whatever. And then I don't remember who's up on the third. Oh my fucking god!
Oh, I had this door permanently sealed.
Oh no,
as it
this
opened
is
directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me. Nothing much happening out here.
Use my mind powers, open up the door. Use my mind powers, open up the door. So this is Chelsea's stand.
Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsea. Sad to say, many robots and cyborgs end up down here. They get hooked on old Chihuahua motor oil, and they stumble down here looking for a fix until their lights fade out.
That's sad, but funny.
These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent. That's Rook's pawn shop.
No, nothing else? Okay.
That's Rook's pawn shop.
Okay, I guess that's it.
No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite. Behind Rook's pawn shop is a dirty, ugly alcove that reminds me a lot of Rook himself.
I believe this is a lever. No, a broken zipline. Cool. I'll inspect it later. And radioactive goo.
You know, the gate's locked. But when Rook gets to work, he'll unlock it. So I'll check back later. Well, it's not a Banksy.
Ha 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 ha. So you kids like Banksy?
Well, it's not a Banksy. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint. I remember the day I came back to my office to that grisly sight.
I tried for an hour to get Pug's head out of the water cooler, but it was no dice. The police showed up and thought about grilling me until they realized Pug was a mutant. And it was like they couldn't care less.
I guess people are a little apprehensive about taking that bottle back for deposit.
Yay. Now...
It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
I don't remember what to do. I only got through about half this game, if I recall correctly.
Wow. This This place really has been renovated. I guess that dumbbell Ardo must have come into some money. But as I walk to the counter, I suspect this place is under new management.
Holograms are people too. Ah, it's funny. Detroit become human in San Francisco.
Welcome in. Welcome to the Golden Hotel. How can I help you? Mr. Murphy?
It's coincidence, but it looked like the way he was holding the counter, it looked like he was looking at the follower donation box.
Did you know Ardo, the guy who worked here before? Wonder whatever happened to that big, lovable moron.
Ardo Newpop, California State Senator. Ran on a fire safety platform.
Interesting.
Wow. Service around here has gotten a lot better and a lot smarter. Call me Tex.
No, thank you. The last time I tried that, you were all...
I'm a professional and should be treated as such.
For some self-righteous baloney like that. Management heard about it and I didn't get any time off for a month.
And that was supposed to be me? How do you know so much about me anyway?
Unlike you tangibles, we have computer brains.
Well, I don't need many buttons.
Does not compute. Does not compute.
Optional feature. What's your name?
You know very well who I am.
I mean, that's for argument.
Cute, right? You tangibles just can't resist a pun.
Damn, that really burnt his finger up. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So, I think your sign has a typo. It says holograms are people, too.
So you can read. It's for the hologram rights movement.
I hate to tell you this, but holograms aren't people. And I ought to know because I've dated a few.
That's exactly what they used to say about minorities, women, and mutants. It's our turn now. I'm officially on strike.
Well, I support you 100%. I believe everybody deserves equal treatment.
Really? You're the last person I thought I'd hear that from. Everyone
My
in this
bitch.
neighborhood's afraid of you, you know.
I think your file on me might be corrupted. Mind if I ask a few diagnostic questions?
Sure.
Especially considering I just said holograms aren't people.
All right, so here's our face-to-faces.
Now that I know you support the hologram rights movement, I may have to reevaluate my opinion of you.
Answering in certain ways does evolve.
I heard
how people
gunshots,
treat people.
and then the speeder came flying out and took off.
Yeah, so it's simples. Simples, okay. Ritz Hotel.
Well, it's no Golden Gate Hotel, is it?
No, it sure as heck isn't. Alright, that's it. Do you have a ladder?
We keep everything like that over at the Snow
I mean,
White
I
warehouse.
guess holograms can be people too. Who the fuck cares if they have artificial AI that actually evolves?
I suppose. Archie Ellis.
I think he came in one time with Mojo, the kid from the...
I mean, that's the biggest question, isn't it? If we
Yes.
develop an AI that evolves, does it then become a person?
It becomes the Matrix.
Shit, where's my red pill?
Taylor's my bestie.
You have to go back to the
my
blue
real
pill.
friend.
No!
I don't know what she's doing
You
with
gotta go back to the real world!
Did you know there's a
They
video
keep a
Matrix
key or
game that you
something
can
at the
actually
side
take the
warehouse
blue
back
pill
door.
and like it just ends the game immediately?
That'd be nice, because then you're back in the tube.
The nicest tangible I've ever met.
Back in the tube.
Tangible.
Oh, you know me. Just a
Does it ever really explain what the
Here to
hell
serve my tangible
it's for?
oppressors.
The tube, I mean.
Back into the hole.
I should look around the hotel lobby and see if there's anything here that could help me out. Well, hopefully ballroom renovations include installing an actual ball pit.
Oh, he's a darling individual.
Hopefully ballroom renovations include installing... Forget it, Jake. It's a Chinatown sale. Forget it, Jake.
Sorry?
It's a throw pillow.
Ballroom innovations.
Yeah, needs a might actually involve a ball pit.
You know what? I'd go. Well, probably not actually. Ball pits are like a disgusting plethora of
It's
all
a key to a
abomination.
lockbox. When visiting Salt Lake, be sure to visit... Oh. I'm surprised people still read newspapers, but admittedly, they bring a nice nostalgia. I guess this is time out for unruly guests. Nice furniture. When visiting Salt Lake, forget it, Jake. It's a Chinatown sale.
It's a Chinatown solid. Already done all that. I've already done all that. So there's not much here. I thought there would be more than that here, but I got a lockbox. So now
Newspapers could probably always be a thing.
I think so too. Even in a new world, I still think so too.
I'm pretty sure every one of your cases involves the Snow White warehouse somehow.
Yeah, his first case was a shootout here.
Yeah, needs a key.
Let's go ahead and take a look at all of these items.
It's a key to a lockbox.
Are we actually ever going to see people, or is this all FMV?
All FMV. Anytime there's a humanoid character, it's always going to be an FMV. You're not going to see anyone wandering the streets.
Too bad this zipline trolley is broken. It's missing a wheel.
So it's a very lonely game.
Can be, if you make it that way.
Whoa, it's a picture of me at my office. Someone's been spying on
So
me.
it looks like I've
from
told
the
you
top floor
100
of the
times.
electronics shop.
That hurts a little bit, Goon. A little bit.
It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on.
It was when...
Huh? It's a bottle of stupid glue.
It's a bottle of stupid glue.
Oh man, this record's broken in two.
Now let's do...
Well, that won't work.
Oops. Wait, hold on. It's, this on this. Oh, wait. Combine slot 1, combine slot 2.
Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner!
Well, I definitely remember my Gene Autry record. It's my one stability in this crazy world.
And that...
Some things are separate for a reason.
Doesn't that not actually work? Don't you need special glue?
It's stupid glue. Shut up.
Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse.
Alright, and I think this key... I don't know the code.
It's that keypad.
There's a keypad. Oh, right.
It's 7543.
I was gonna laugh if it actually worked.
It's locked, and I need to find a way to open it.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if it actually worked?
It's closed. Most businesses on Canberra Avenue won't
I
open.
think I should have gone out and bought a lottery ticket.
Alright. That would have been a good reason for it.
Yeah, the city of Old San Francisco picks up the trash.
Of course,
once a year.
it could be one of those
I think we're
games
getting
that
close
even
to
if
our
you know the
date.
code, you can't get in. So you find the code.
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see if Holly Graham knows what's
Hey,
up.
Tex. How's your case progressing?
Oh, no, nothing. It's not-
I've heard they keep a key or something to get inside the warehouse by the door.
Okay, yeah, but do you know anything? Okay, I guess you don't know anything about the code. So it looks like I ain't worried about it.
Looks like Rusty's Fun Mass building has been converted into a Knights of the Templar clubhouse. Archie helped me out on my Pandora directive case where we met a charming fellow named Jackson Cross.
I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you...
The NSA!
But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one
Will probably
more
always
time,
be a thing.
I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear? Get this puke head out of my office. I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Man, I thought this would have ended up in the Andes Mountains.
Well, yeah, you're the NSA. You're gonna watch everybody. You stupid bitch.
This is this is made just before the NSA got kind of caught up in that whole nonsense of we are watching you, babe boop. So what's my mission right now? How do
I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna shut the fuck up right now.
in the Golden Gate Hotel, find and examine Snow White. Okay. Buy the Snow White, reveal that. Oh. The note. There's a note there.
There's a note.
There's a note. Ow. Poke my forehead hurt.
You know, in hindsight, I'm really surprised that your, I guess, color scheme for your boxes is not pink.
Oh, the one surrounding me?
Yeah.
It was only in blue. I couldn't find one in any other one that looked interesting. Eh.
Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse.
God, I bet there's so many Twitch layout themes you can find.
There's a lot, but this is the one that I stuck with. So wait, it said revealed the note. Where the fuck's the note?
Yep, that's the Snow. It's locked, and I need to find a way.
I napped so long, I'm just gonna stay up.
Yep, that's the Snow White
So-
warehouse.
Okay.
In the Golden Gate, use. Wait, by the Snow White warehouse door, move a rock to reel. There's a rock here.
What do we got here?
That's a rock. I got a rock.
I got a Snow White warehouse.
Let's see here. New code 4268. Oh God.
I was
Is
close.
this still here?
This is
I used
Under the
this to
Killing
deal
Moon.
with a cunning criminal on my Under a Killing Moon case who had a bad case of bozophobia.
It's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
I heard he had my name tattooed on his knuckles, and he wants to show me firsthand when he gets out of prison.
That fucking scream, though. That fucking brick wall, though.
He's got.
Some familiar names on the Chandler Avenue sex offender list.
What the fuck is this game?
It's all satire.
Milo, Piglio, Benny Shaw, Ted Bears, and Teddy Bear.
Yeah, and then there's my ladder, which I'll go grab in a minute. But first,
Looks like an interesting read.
Aaron Connors. Aaron Connors was apparently stuck here and had to write Tex Murphy stories, but yeah.
Looks like an interesting read.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna go get my ladder.
What, are we talking like a fucking misery situation?
Now that I have a ladder, I can get into the second floor of the
Misery
electronics shop.
situation?
The Stephen King book?
Oh, kind of. He was just stuck there and was to be saved at an early time and location, but I guess he wrote himself out of those stories and just did.
Also, I'm fucking sorry. Did you just pick up a goddamn ladder?
Yes.
That's like 10 foot?
Yes. And put it in my back pocket.
And I thought the sledgehammer was impressive.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Alright, well, time to go into the second foot.
Nice graffiti art.
God damn it. Time to go into the
Nice ladder.
nice ladder.
Well, I
I wish I
definitely
had
remember my
inventory
gene.
pockets.
Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work.
Oh, I have to look
I'm
at
no
the
detective, but you need to find a way to get up to the second
Nice
floor of the...
ladder.
ladder. Use. There we go.
Nice ladder.
So how do
I guess I better not be too creative because it won't work. That's fair.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, someone up here is definitely the target of attention.
oh
Someone's been spying on
that
the
was really
citizens of
bad.
Chandler
Okay.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Oh, I was anti-Habitian myself.
Doo-doo. U.S. has voted the entire of U.S. It's a. Actually, I don't know what that is. What is that? Simon Says?
Yep.
I was always bad at these things.
Fuck. I don't remember. Oh, it starts with that one.
Holy shit, that's actually really hard to remember.
I think that's it. Yeah. And then it opens up the secret hole in the wall with the dead body. Well. But first.
That's a damn shame. This guy was working diligently to get a free sub at Inspector Burns' barbecue. Someone needs to update their poster collection. Prohibition ended 100 years ago.
Oh, wait, can I just walk through this? Oh.
Ah. Ow. Don't shoot.
Gun goes off anyway. That scream! They brought out all the royalty-free screams.
Following our first lead, and we get ourselves caught in a laser net. All in a day's work, right?
Dial in for
Smart
moron.
Alex had
What the
a
fuck
point,
is this
but I
game?
wasn't going to let him
It's
have the
satire.
satisfaction of knowing so. There was one good thing about spending hours stuck in a laser net. You've got time to think. Who is this guy? Who killed him? And what kind of surveillance was he doing right across from my apartment? And what's in the metal canister? Have 7 years really passed without me remembering it?
Yes.
Is it related to my head injury or
Yes.
the injection mark on my arm?
Yes.
dead?
Well, I think you missed a hell of a party.
Party?
Yeah, you're here in time for the laser show.
I wouldn't do that. I was here to meet Carlos Maldonado. Is that you? Or him?
Look, I just stumbled onto this little nightmare, and I need to find out who this guy was and what he was doing. I'm a PI, and I assume this guy is Maldonado. My name's Murphy. Who are you?
Mason said Maldonado was a PI. Were you working with Mason too?
I'll be honest. I don't know if I was working for Mason or not. Actually, I'm having severe memory problems here, so anything you can tell me about Maldonado or Mason or what's in the cryo chamber here would be greatly appreciated.
I think I set off an alarm when I came in here. I don't usually do this kind of thing. I was just trying to help Mason. He said, come in here, find the PI, get the cryo chamber, and keep it safe.
Hey, I found that first.
Slow learner. You have to find Mason. I think he's in big trouble with bad people. I don't know why. He's a neurologist, for God's sake. But you have to promise me that if I let you go, you won't come after me. You'll find Mason.
Oh, I promise. My fingers are so frozen I can't cross.
That is a light cryo chamber.
If your memory problems are part of all this, Mason is the only one who can help you. So you need to find him and bring him back safe just as much as I do.
So he had the power to do that.
I'll be in contact soon.
Man, those cops are getting close, but I don't want to leave this place without a tough break, hombre.
Yeah, okay.
Not even one crate of mixers. This guy was hardcore. This SOB's been living up here, watching my every move. This equipment is surveying several different locations, including my office. Someone knows what I've been up to. That might come in handy.
Strictly speaking, I would never encourage anyone to break the law, but those sirens are getting awfully close, and a life sentence for a machine can last a very long time. So move!
Yeah, Louis once told me not even one crate of mixers. Someone's been spying on a citizen. As I try to make my great escape down the ladder, I find two officials waiting to greet me.
I don't remember who plays the officials, but I want to say they're actuals.
Hello, boys. Well, if it isn't Tex
Oh no, it's
Murphy,
newcomers.
what were you doing in there?
Well, it's a little hard to
Oh, you know the drill.
I was really trying to get my hands on that surveillance equipment. Maybe I could see exactly what happened to me. Now the only way I'll find it is if New San Francisco's finest decides to play ball with me. I don't know why they'd start now, but I'd better polish up on the old Murphy charm.
Whether you're a mutant or a norm, San Francisco is our home. Be a part of the solution to crime. You see something suspicious, please report it to the SFPD immediately.
Make it quick, Murphy. I got about 1 million things to do. And wasting time on you ain't one of them.
Didn't take you long to get in trouble, did it? You here to turn yourself in?
Well, first of all, no. And second of all, Danwich, you know me. You didn't have to send your goons down to get me. If you wanted me to come down, just ask me.
I'm surprised you remember me.
I may not have told anyone this before, but you're actually my favorite patrolman.
In case you didn't get the memo, I head up the department now. And things aren't as loosey-goosey as they were under Malden.
Yeah, you seem like a man who likes his goosies tight. So why is it you think I came down here to turn myself in?
Well, we just found you at a crime scene with a dead body. That dead body happens to be Carlos Maldonado, a PI working the same neighborhood as you. Is that your way of intimidating the competition?
I mean, you know, hey.
The name Maldonado means nothing to me. and I insist that you give me a polygraph test to prove it.
I was just reviewing your file when you came in.
Is that a lot? Because it looks like a lot.
It looks like a
August 2047. Beek Nariz, NSFPD informant. Beaten and hospitalized after providing information about Tex Murphy. Nariz refuses to identify his assailant. No charges ever filed. November 2048. Surveillance video shows suspected extortionist Jen Lee leaving the Golden Pagoda with Tex Murphy, never to be seen again. The case remains unsolved. Shall I go on? In the past few years, you've gained quite a reputation for yourself. You've gotten New San Francisco's criminal underbelly running scared.
Honest.
I can honestly say that I have absolutely no memory of any of these crimes. I mean, I'll take a polygraph test if you want.
We arrest criminals so they can be tried in a court of law. We don't just kill them, and I won't tolerate vigilantism. If you didn't kill Maldonado, what were you doing then?
Hang on. I need to heat this thing up. There we go. Cool. Now it's on external power. Helpful idiom.
Well, I'm drawn to laser nets like a moth to the flame. I followed the trail and saw that Maldonado had surveillance equipment aimed at my office. I want to find out what he recorded.
Who cares what he recorded? If you're such an upstanding citizen, you've got nothing to hide, right?
Yeah, right. You're not going to check inside my toilet tank, are you?
I don't even think you're joking about that. You're free to go, Murphy. For now. Any questions?
Why, yes, I would like to know about Carl.
I know Maldonado was a dirtbag.
Yes.
But unless it's in self-defense, killing somebody, even a dirtbag, is a crime and will be prosecuted. I'm not allowed to let you see it.
Okay. Taylor.
She's an investigative reporter at the Bay City Mirror. One of the less obnoxious ones.
Thank you. What about Chelsea?
As far as the coroner and the commissioner were concerned, finding Chelsea's remains in your speeder were enough to pronounce her legally dead. That whole neighborhood seems to attract more than its fair share of trouble. I have no evidence of an abduction, just a dead body and only one person of interest. It might be in your best interest if you could find out what happened.
Yes, thank you. And of me?
I'm not sure what to think of you, Murphy.
Okay.
That encrypted memory stick probably has some useful information on it.
Oh, great advice. If you could help me break it, then I'd be impressed. Nice speeder, and it's parked in my favorite handicap spot. I'll need to find a computer whiz to break the encryption on this memory stick. Nice to meet you, Maldonado.
Alright, let's go to the Brooks pawn shop, because he's an electronics whiz.
Brooks the little gremlin who runs the pawn shop. I've heard that his hard shell is hiding a heart of gold. But if it was, he'd cut it out himself with a rusty soup can lid.
Murphy! Here, let me look at you. Louis told me something terrible has happened. I've been worried sick.
Since when do you care about what happens to me? Don't tell me your little Grinch heart has grown 3 sizes in the last 7 years.
Oh, Lord. Please don't tell me that lump on your head has turned you back into the pathetic, pestering PI I used to know. This is a nightmare.
I'm sorry, Rook. I can only imagine how hard this is for you.
It's temporary, though, right? A side effect? Please tell me you'll be changing back.
Come on, I wasn't that bad. Was I?
Look, Murphy, I'll grant you have some detective skills, but it was all relentless, annoying banter and endless questions to me. Imagine my surprise when, over the past few years, you turned into someone I could actually tolerate.
What's your definition of tolerable?
You cut out all the chit-chat and became a no-nonsense customer who pays in cash. You always seem to have plenty of cash.
Hey, sound like my ex-wife. How'd I end up with so much cash?
Well, how should I know? I mean, if I'd asked you that 2 days ago, you would have punched me in the face.
Well, I'd be more than happy to do it now, if it'd help.
Oh, very funny. I'll admit, Murphy, you do have a certain charm. It makes my skin crawl.
Okay, I'll cut the chit-chat. Just tell me where I come up with all this cash.
All my transactions are done in strictest confidence. That hasn't changed.
I'm having a few rough days here, Rook, and all I'm trying to do is get my memory back. I could use a little help.
Fine. Though I don't know anything that could possibly explain what's happened to you. Believe me, I'd tell you if I did. Now I suppose this is where you ask if I mind answering a few questions, but this is not for old time's sake. Next question.
So he doesn't know too much about Rook, okay?
Maldonado? He puts the PI in pig. I heard you two had something of a rivalry going on.
Cryptid memory stick.
What is that?
You don't. Okay.
Why would I know anything about that? If the police confiscated it, I suggest you talk to the police about it.
Mason.
That's the man you think was abducted? The one I saw being chased down the street? I never heard his name before you told me.
Mason Bowers. Chelsea's name.
I'm sure you know much more about that than I. Some say you know exactly what happened.
Holly Graham.
I understand you have a thing for holograms. Maybe she's just your type.
Kind of wish conversations with real people were like that.
You know, right?
You ask a question and then just like a menu pops up.
Yeah.
Years ago, after Chelsea disappeared, you came to me looking for leads to some valuable items, among them a lost Fabergé egg. You left the street for a long time. When you returned to Chandler Avenue, you seemed like a different person, darker, more dangerous. A prince among men makes me wish I could still eat solid food. Louis' niece is an absolute delight. What she sees in you is an absolute mystery.
PI.
I knew she'd get nothing but trouble being with you. I went there once, never again. What with that herbal tea and incense, it's a veritable gas chamber. Oof. Such an upbeat, chipper little man. Utterly obnoxious. I was hoping they would tell him mom.
Alright, I'm heading to bed.
And they would have
Night,
too
go.
if it
Night,
weren't
go.
for that
Night,
Matthew
Al.
Clint. I heard a commotion and saw a crazed man running willy-nilly down the street and 2 other men in pursuit.
And me.
You became a sullen, short-tempered bully.
He reminds me of the dude who sells Harry the Wand.
What? What happened?
He reminds me of the dude that sells Harry the Wand. Let's start with that.
Yeah. Electronic shop.
Rumor is Zach Williams, owner of the electronics shop, is tied to organized crime. Well, we've had our problems in the past. For example, the last time I was here, I shot my credit card into 1 million pieces. I'm hoping he's
Come on, now that Grump get in my book.
Eat these chips. Give me
Level 7 Agron.
Level 7 Agron.
And I have a level 9 female.
Okay, I don't want any trouble.
Get in the ball, Agron.
How much money do I owe you?
Wah.
Why do you keep hassling me about that? That was years ago. I paid back all those interest charges. Plus interest.
You did? Well, I must say, customer service has gotten considerably better around here.
Everyone knows what happens to people who get on your bad side. Only one reason you ever come in here, and it ain't to buy anything. You know all our stuff is junk.
Oh.
Is that the new electronic shop slogan? I mean, it's no wonder you're not getting any new business.
Why you busting my chops? You know what kind of business we're running here.
Well, I'm kind of in some hot water with the police right now, and I think you could help me out.
You had something to do with what happened upstairs? I swear I have no idea what was going on. Look, I know how much you hated Maldonado, and I probably shouldn't have let him use the second floor. But he was paying cash, and he kept a low profile. So I thought it was all good. I didn't know what he was doing up there, and I didn't want to know.
So how about you answer a few questions for me, and maybe things will end up a little better for you than they did for, say, Carlos?
I sell items to customers, not purchase them. Let's just leave me out of this, okay?
Okay.
Sure, Maldonado was a creep, but his money spent just the same. He said he needed to do a stakeout of the Ritz. Didn't mention any specific names. Didn't sound like a big deal, and he was offering a good chunk of change. I saw him bring in some cameras, so he must have been recording the surveillance. But whatever he had got confiscated by the cops. I think he's the one who came by to check in on Maldonado. Must have been a client. Don't know anything else about him. Sorry to hear about that. Is that what turned you into Mr. Badass?
Yikes.
All I know is you ain't the same guy that came slinking in here 7 years ago. I do love Louie's cooking. Just don't ask what's in it and you'll be fine. That place opened up a couple of months ago. Doesn't look like my kind of joint. You live there, so I'm not gonna say a thing about it. Look, I told the cops I wasn't here, which is technically true. I just parked out back when I heard the gunshots. So I just started the engine right back up and got the hell out.
And of me.
You the man, okay? We good?
There's the bell. Oh, he's there.
As I ring the bell, I expect Nilo, but another familiar face pops up from behind the counter. It's Clint. Looks like he's dabbled in some home plastic surgery to cover his empty eye socket. It's amazing what you can do with a tire patch, spray paint, and crazy glue.
Ah, Mr. Murphy. Will you be needing some housekeeping done? I can't remember the last time we saw you around here.
Yeah, me neither. Don't know if you heard, but I had a little blackout.
I used to get brownouts. Louis' chocolate pie damn near put me in a coma every time.
So, where is Nilo? You haven't had to resort to working for that scumbag, have you?
Nilo? Man, I haven't heard that name in years. Not since I bought this place from him. The city was gonna condemn it, but Nilo didn't feel like fixing it up, so he sold it real cheap.
So, whatever did happen to Nilo? Did he get busted for lewd behavior?
No, but don't worry. I got rid of all the hidden cameras.
Cameras?
Yep, this place was filthy in every sense of the word.
So, no more Coco Cabana?
No, after a massive bender that ended with me in cuffs outside of the Hershey's factory, I knew I had to change my life. And Preacher Gary, may he rest in peace, he set me straight. Now I just have a little tiny problem with the scotch.
So, Crazy Gary's gone to the big distillery in the sky, huh? So you're the perfect guy to carry on his legacy.
Well, thanks. I think.
Well, you've come a long way, Clint. From living in a dumpster to owning your own dump.
But on the bright side, we've exterminated most of the roaches and reinforced the foundation after the big quake last year. And finally got real fire extinguishers, so no more painted-on safety features. We're up to a 3-star cubic zirconia rating in the Mutant Leisure blog spot now.
Not bad. Let's turn the camera a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Hey!
3 cubic zirconias, huh? Out of how many possible?
Well, they're not really clear about that, but it is an upgrade. It's mostly thanks to you, my #1 tenant. You pay up front, and I always throw in a little extra to make sure I keep an extra eye on your place.
Well, math isn't my strong point, but I think you're out of extra eyes.
Did anyone ever tell you that you make it hard to give good customer service?
It's come up a few times.
You're paid through the end of the year, just like every year. You're hardly ever here these days, but hey, let me get my nose out of your business. That sounded disgusting. Let's change the subject. What can I do for you?
Yeah, give me my list. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's talk about me.
You keep being my best tenant, and I'll be your biggest fan. Deal?
Cool. Let me ask about that.
I can't help you with that. I can barely work a toaster.
Good man. Alright, let's talk about Clint.
Me? I'm just living the dream. One chocolate-free day at a time.
Cool. And Zach.
That guy's all mobbed up, so I keep my distance.
That's fine. What about Maldonado?
Maldonado? Nothing but trouble. I steer clear of that hombre.
Okay. Rook.
That little gremlin's never forgiven me for stealing his newspapers and using them for blankets.
Surveillance?
Maldonado was spying on you? Are you sure it was you?
Okay. Oh, no.
We don't need to talk about that, do we? That was a real tragedy. Nice girl for circuits and chips.
Beat up.
Look, I've had my own problems, as you know. I was in a kind of a dark place 7 years ago. Dark, bitter, sometimes nuts, raisins. God help me, marshmallows.
God help him, marshmallows.
I've got to steer clear of his diner. Too many chocolate memories.
Okay. What about the 3 Cards of Midnight?
Dumbest name ever for a shop.
Yeah, but why is this thing pulling my cord?
Oh.
Hang on. Hang on. We're gonna hit that button. Be right back. Ah, jeez. See, this is why I don't like having too many cables.
I just saw it on stream.
Oh, Jesus. Be right back.
I'm gonna be honest.
Baking soda, a little bit of water, and a wash of the hands. loud. And now let's fix everything back up, please. To where everything is okay. Let's go ahead and throw this shit away, so that way this doesn't happen again. There we go. Alright, everybody's comfortable again. Yay. Adjust it ever so slightly to get it to the positive zone, and then get this, we will fix ourselves. Back to darkness. Alright, abduction on Chandler.
The cops came by to ask me about that, but I wasn't here at the time.
Ritz Hotel.
This may not be much, but it's mine. I love it.
Okay, you love it.
That's Louis' niece, right? Tall, brunette. Oh.
Okay.
Look, I know I used to joke with you about Chelsea being in love with me, but that was just my jealousy talk.
Okay.
Just get the holes patched before you move out, or I will keep your security deposit.
I love how great the bit of skin covering his eye looks.
Huh?
The bit of skin covering his eye.
Oh, yeah.
Super realistic.
Well, that's the thing. He in an earlier rendition, it was just a hole.
Ah.
So he.
Nice guy, but he's got some screws loose.
Yeah. Even when Tex rang the bell to pull up, Archie. Yeah, his name's Archie. He mentioned how he did at-home plastic surgery with super glue, a tire.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. So. Alright, well, that's enough of that. Those are good, those are good. That's done. Those are... Ooh. What's with all these weird save points causing frame drops?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Nice ladder.
So there's gotta be something else up here. Nothing.
Yeah, Louis once told me these rooms were used by bootleggers and smugglers during Prohibition. There were hidden panels in rooms where they'd hide their stash. Yeah, Louis once told me these rooms were used... It's an electronics shop now, but it once was a boarding house for some of San Francisco's most notorious smugglers and petty criminals.
I don't want to go back in there. Let's see here. Those are good. Ah, interesting. I can literally teleport to anywhere on Chandler Street, but I don't want to be on Chandler Street. I want to be elsewhere. Ritz Hotel, Golden Gate, or my office. I don't have to be anywhere, so I guess I could just check out my office, see if I can't figure out how to use the...
Phone message waiting. Phone message waiting. Phone message.
This message is for Mr. Tex Murphy. Storm clouds are brewing. Are you with the White Russians or against us? A White Guard member is close. Prove your loyalty, and we will reveal the truth.
What the heck was that? There must be another Tex Murphy in the phone book.
There we go. Perfect.
Article on the Russian white move. No messages on the vid phone. Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean. Well, that was stupid.
See, it makes me wish I had one of those transition screens that had the fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm song.
One of my golf partners. Old Bogey, we call him.
Humphrey Bogart.
These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee. These are my credentials. They don't... This is where I keep my knickknacks and paddywhack. Ah, my old trusty Victrola still seems the same. Plays my 78s.
Oh, there's my collection.
Someday, I hope to collect all of the Mike and Ike Hammer comics and place them here.
And one has a bite out of it. Alright, so those are good, that's good, those are fine. I don't want to toy that. That's done. I don't want to do the thingy, but I guess I have no point. How to disable the SFOPAD? San Francisco. How to get inside Carlos Mendoza? Oh yeah, I have his fucking ID. Let's go check out his office. Fuck it, I'm away. I think he's this way. I think he's in the Broken District. There should be some scaffold here. Yep. Okay, cool.
What the hell is that?
That's a SFOPAD, protecting the universe from imperfect life forms since 1967. It's like a mall cop with a 5,000 meter volt taser without a moral code. Be careful, Tex. I could get hurt.
Oh, it's a security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast.
We're toast.
That accomplished nothing. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint.
Can I save? Save. I see something. I think this is like a game over screen.
Well, that was sooner than I expected. Next time, try destroying the SFOPAD before entering Meldondo's office.
Oh, it just put me back there. Cool. So I need to figure out how to destroy this thing, but I don't really know how to do that. I don't. I think I need...
The police have been here and set up a SFOPAD security...
Yeah, let's see what the fuck my little tiny thing says. This, disabled thing. Pick up anvil? Pick up anvil. Located behind Rook's Pawn Shop. He already opened it.
Lord knows what I could do with an anvil, but it might be useful. It's Rook's Hydropod Garden. Whenever I see this, I think of Gordon Fitzpatrick from my Pandora case.
I don't remember the scene.
I've got anti-hydrogen pods on board, and I've got to get us as far away from Earth as possible.
Pods?
Pods. Anti-hydrogen pods.
He wasn't from around here, or even from this solar system.
Cool. I think there's another scene here.
Yeah, the city of Old San Francisco picks up the trash once a year. I think we're getting close to our date.
Never mind then.
What's this? Yeah, the city of Old San Francisco. No one knows these back alleys of Chan.
Oh, let me...
That's a small wheel. Well, that was... No one knows these back alleys of Chandler.
Dear.
Zipline trolley's repaired. Now we need to find the perfect place to zipline.
Yay.
Lord knows what I could do with an am.
This way.
You know, I never actually see anyone working on this street.
Oh, I almost fell into it. And in we go. Perfect. And then this...
Oh, it's a security drone.
Seeing that crushed robot makes me
Wow,
hungry.
nothing is so simple or wonderfully effective as blunt force trauma.
You're right.
It's locked. I won't be able to enter without...
Wow, a place even sleazier than yours. And you have an animal print bedspread.
It's the depressed man's kitchen. Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle storytelling techniques. Maybe we could have been friends, if you were alive. What's this? It's a key to the exclusive llama club.
Cool.
Hello?
Could I speak to Carlos? Tex?
Sorry, have we met?
I like how he just
Woman knew me,
throws
but
that
hung up
right out
quickly
the
when
window.
She realized I didn't know her.
If we can find her, maybe we could get some answers.
She must have visited Chandler while she was doing business with Maldonado. Maybe someone around here will recognize the photo. Hair cream. Glad I don't need this. Well, even I wouldn't stoop so low as to reading someone's diary. It's the only Roach hotel where you have a better chance of survival inside than outside. Larry Hammond wasn't really a mutant.
Oh. This explains
I wanted to make sure you came here alone.
Well, I hope you were more careful about being followed than I was.
Now, I have a very strong sense of self-preservation. I even brush my teeth carefully.
Yeah, it shows. But man, he sure looked like one. Ew, even I have a higher standard of living. I've eaten dog food before. Emily? Oh man, I hope she's doing this to get through school.
Onto the Lambda Club. You call this running? I think it's across the street. Or no, next to the Snow White warehouse. Llama. Actually, hang on.
If this woman has been doing business with Maldonado, maybe someone else on Chandler Ave. It's a key to the exclusive llama club.
Oh.
Cigarettes. Yummy.
Am I getting another flashback forcibly?
The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
That hits the spot.
Yeah, I bet some intense smoking competitions take place here. The Clean Air Act was abolished after it was ruled irrelevant due to post-World War III fallout. Neat, but I can't find anything here. The Clean Air Act was abolished after it was ruled irrelevant due to post-World War III fallout. Only the most prestigious people are invited to this club. Nice cowboy hat. Only the most prestigious people are invited to this club.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Nothing in here. Interesting. Oh, there's not a single thing here.
The Clean Air Act was abolished after it was ruled irrelevant.
I could check and see what to do, but I think I'm gonna do it on my own. Oh. All the weird frame delays freak me out. I think there's a place up here.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint. Another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Tootsie Rolled.
Yeah, but there's one down there.
Mike and Ike Hammer. Murder, my sweet. This old Buick's been picked clean by the urban vultures. Every few years, someone gets the bright idea that this place should be preserved. Repairs are done for a few months, then the workers disappear when City Hall realizes what type of people really inhabit this place.
My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for, huh?
Interesting. If I don't really remember him.
Whoa. I wasn't always nervous about heights until my Under a Killing Moon case. I was trying to break into a luxury high-rise and slipped from the 32nd floor.
Looks like no one's home. This is gonna be easier than falling off a horse. This window doesn't want to open up. Maybe if I... Whoa!
Fortunately, I hit an awning before I hit the ground, but I didn't stop bouncing for about 30 minutes.
Well, you're dead. Don't be sad. It's probably the most satisfying ending this case was ever going to have.
Oof.
So game out of 10 so far.
I like Tex Murphy, so 9 out of 10. It's just here. Actually, hold on. Oh no, I don't. Wait, do I It's fine. Me. I think I might have to resort to the guide to figure out how to do the thumbstick. Because I do not recall. Oh, Mojo's is available.
It's closed.
Wait.
Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Wait, who? Wait, Mojo. Mojo? That's not Mojo. Mojo. Mojo? God damn, I hit the wrong button. Louis about as soon as I talk with Louis about it.
Hey, what can I do for you, Murph?
For a woman.
I might have seen this lady in here not long ago. Didn't catch your name.
It's probably Chelsea.
That Clint's really come up in the wild. Though I still hide the chocolate cake when he drops by. I don't want him falling back into his, old ways.
Of course not.
Zach don't come in here a whole lot. I guess he don't like my food much.
That's fine.
Yeah. Same old ornery cuss he ever was. Don't bother me none. I guess I'm just used to it. You wouldn't remember him. He moved into the neighborhood a few years back. Not a pleasant man. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm no good with that computer stuff, but that little fella at the barbecue joint is a whiz. I'll bet he could get you taken care of.
I bet he could.
Haven't had another food joint on the street since Francesca ran the Slice of Heaven. I thought it might cut into my business some, but not so far. Maybe we just don't have a lot of barbecue eaters around here. So that so-and-so was spying on you. You and I wasn't real close, so I couldn't say why he'd been doing that.
Fair.
I can't really talk about that. If she died the way the cops said she did, burned inside your speeder, it's just too much to think about. I keep a little hope that maybe she ain't dead at all. Or at least that maybe she died in a more peaceful way. That Holly is a real spitfire. I don't know how I feel about the whole holograms of people too thing, but yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? That should be open.
As I step into Inspector Burns' barbecue, I think I'm having a stroke. But no, burning toast is their special today. Behind the counter is the kid who Louis referred me to as the computer whiz.
Welcome to Inspector Burns Barbecue. My name is Mojo. Special today is chili con carnage. They'll destroy your hunger as well as your taste buds. Order when you're ready.
I'm looking for little Mojo. Could you be him?
Hey, Hey, you're Tex Murphy.
And you're Mojo. What a shagadelic name, baby, yeah!
My real name is Mordecai Josephus.
Are you serious? Well, that's my real name, too.
No way!
Yeah, well, it's pretty close. It's actually Tiberius, James Tiberius. And my mom, she starts calling me Tibby. And, well, I had to come up with something that I could live with.
The ultimate Tex Murphy trivia. You just made my day. Look, I don't mean to geek out on you here, but you're Tex. Badass Private Eye. Man out of time. Always quick with a joke or his fist. What are you doing in a dump like this?
I'm guessing you haven't won any Employee of the Month awards, have you?
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
Well, I appreciate you feeding my ego. Now, how about my belly?
Oh, you don't want to eat here. The food really will burn your face off. Inspector Burns is a bitter, bitter man. So, what are you working on? Wait, let me guess. Some kind of case just dropped in your lap. Seems like a small-time job, but there are tons of loose ends leading in all kinds of directions, and you are blindly getting nowhere.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Take a breath there, Chief. What makes you think I'd tell you anything about the case I'm working on?
I could help you.
Well, I could use a good caterer.
You are killing me. Look, Mr. Murphy, you fancy yourself as sort of a timeless classic, a PI archetype for the ages. You know your way around the crime scene, but it's no secret that you're not so good with high-tech gadgets. That's where I come in.
Fine. I have a fax machine, for God's sake, and I barely know how to use that.
Whatever I can do, just let me know.
Boop.
Sure, I can decrypt a memory stick, no problem. It may take a while, at least a day.
Cool. Now let's ask around me.
I just can't believe I got a chance to meet my idol. Me and Archie are buds. So glad Archie opened up his shop here. He's like a god with all this conspiracy stuff. Chelsea Bando. The Nora to your Nick. I wish I could have met her. Inspector Burns has tried to torch the Bruin stew at least twice. Like Inspector Burns says, it all tastes the same when your tongue's charred. Who's that? He says he likes barbecue, so I'm not sure why he eats here. Comes in here all the time to eat, just so he can complain.
Carl.
He's the guy you hired to take photos of your cheating wife. You're the guy they hired to beat the crap out of the guy you catch with your wife. You think Maldonado was spying on you? Not surprising.
Interesting.
Sorry you lost her, but man, did you ever get an attitude?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Sometimes I spend hours just thinking about what kind of baby she and I would have together.
That's weird. On to other things.
Another item on my to-do list today is checking out Maldonado's regular office that's on the street.
I already did. I already did. Ask Holly about the picture. I'm really hungry and kind of bleh. I think I'll call it here for this one.
Done pretty well.
Yeah, I did pretty good. Probably kick this up later on. Boo. And